So Weizs actually appeared in his arsenal armor, confronting Dragon Joe, who actually revealed that he took something away from him, someone who was dear to him. So he actually attacking Dragon Joe with his bullets, in which everything doesn't actually work on him, but he actually changed the elements of the bullets to actually hit him. So we actually knew what all this actually happening on planet Noma, which 60 years ago, we actually saw a young Weiss actually in a hospital bed where his mother is ill, in which we actually knew something is actually wrong, which the doctors doesn't actually make a diagnosis of what causing her illness, in which the doctors cannot actually figure out what's wrong. However, they actually knew that her life force is being drained, which it actually happened with the other patients with similar symptoms, in which we actually knew that they actually has been caused by Draken Joe. However, we actually saw White's mother actually telling him to be strong when she actually passed away, all because how Draken Joe drained her life force. However, she tells him that he'll actually have another mother in the cosmos, in which the mother, which is the mother, actually is described where the hero's going to find her is actually the mother to them all, in which Dragon Joe actually realized what he did to Weiss. Because of him, he actually took his mother away from him, in which we seen how we knew what did actually happen. Because he actually revealed anger and hatred towards Joe. So we actually knew that people on Noma actually died weakened by the illness caused by Joe, in which we actually see Weiss actually battle Joe because his revenge. And with that, he actually attacked Weiss, causing him to destroy the arsenal armor, in which we actually knew that he turned his right hand into a blade and he's about to slash Weiss, which we actually had all the way back where Weiss and Saver actually were still in the same gang, in which he showed him the appendage that his mother gave him when she died, in which we actually knew it was his keepsake. But when Saver actually took his appendage away, his pendant away, he actually knew that he actually won't tell him. So he demanded where his mother's pendant is, in which he demanded to give it back to him. However, we actually knew that he won't actually give it up, in which he actually told him that he is not his crew, in which we actually see how his ties with Saver actually severed, in which we saw Shiki saving Weizs before he was actually being slashed. And of course, we actually knew that they are actually friends, in which we actually see Shiki and Weiss versus Joe, in which we actually see the battle actually happen, but we saw Dragon Joe being weak, which caused by Hermit when the hacking is complete. And with that, the city has turned actually caused a blackout which the device helped actually was destroyed, which means that Dragon Joe's ether ether levels if become it actually became decreased. However, we actually seen Joe actually became weaker. However, it actually turned into a giant creature in which we actually knew that this actually means the final battle actually going to happen. Now we actually saw Weiz's backstory actually being revealed, which also revealed of his personal vendetta against Dragon Joe, which revealed that his mother died because Dragon Joe drained her life force, in which the final battle actually happening with Joe transforming into a giant creature, which we actually never thought that he would actually do that. So we're gonna see how they're going to defeat Joe on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy Jordan here saying sign out. Laters and be safe.